Hello everyone! I am finally going to upload the first of the readings of this fanfiction that I've been promising for quite a while, but I've never gotten to. I actually did create, I think it was the first 10 chapters of this story when I still had my laptop, but I think a few of the chapters need re-recording, and obviously I can't reach any of the videos that I have saved on my flash drive because my laptop doesn't work. So, I'm just gonna do this on my phone and my tablet, which has the fanfiction on it. Okay, so fanfiction is pretty infamous among reader inserts. It's called Kidnapped by Sexy Men. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this wasn't really part of my plans to do readings, but okay, can I English for a minute? Okay, cause I know someone I was watching and some of their friends, they were planning on doing readings of this, like group readings, but since nothing's really come of that, I decided I'm gonna try to fill the void, sort of, and do readings of the story. Now, seeing how the story was written in 2012, you guys, please don't attack the author. This is a really old story. I'm just doing this for fun. I don't mean to be rude to the author, because obviously they've probably grown up and grown from this as far as writing and stuff. So without further ado, let's begin. You sighed as you laid down on your favorite colored bed. You looked up at the ceiling and sighed. You were now officially grounded, and you weren't allowed to touch any technology except your phone. Your parents would kill you if they caught you using your phone for YouTube, especially anything that a fangirl could use. The reason why you were grounded was because your parents were sick of you talking about your most favorite anime in the world, Hetalia. And it just wasn't the anime itself that you loved. It was the hot, sexy men in it. Oh my god. Also, the fact that it made history just a bit more fun to learn when you actually imagine all of the countries as their personified self. All in all, Italia was a fun thing to fandom for, but the deep reason why you were grounded from Italia for life was because everything people told you, you made a reference to Italia. I don't think it's possible to be grounded for life from an anime. Also, the whole thing with you weren't allowed to touch technology, and your parents would kill you if you got. That kind of reminds me of my parents, or more specifically my mom when she was helicopter parenting me. Ugh. Where was I? Okay, even when you weren't being talked to, you were probably fangasming or talking to yourself about Hetalia. You were obsessed, but not so obsessed that you said desu after the end of each sentence like a troll or a weeboo. It wasn't like you masturbated to the characters like some young and very horny fangirls on the internet did. You weren't so desperate that you would penetrate yourself. Besides, Italia was a dream come true for you. In fact, even though you seem this sentence fucks me over every time I try to read this. You seem obsessed. You weren't. I'm reading it how it's written. It fucks me over every time. You barely found it 3 months ago and were attached to it. Doesn't that mean that the reader is obsessed with it? It wasn't an obsession, it was a lifestyle. Okay. You were a proud Italian, but not a hetaboo. Or at least you tried not to be one of those. Besides, if you met a character, you would get to know them better. You wouldn't act crazy and try to rape them, or so you thought to yourself. You actually didn't know what you would do if you met one. This is really ironic when you read ahead. I'm just gonna keep quiet. You sighed as you plugged in your headphones to your iPod, which was filled with Hetalia songs. That's a lie and you know it. At least for me, I don't know about others, but my iPod is not full of Italian songs, I can tell you that much. You hid your headphone with your hair color hair, then shoved your iPod under your pillow. No one would ever know. You just needed to refrain from singing along. If that was possible when it was Marukaite Chikiru that you were listening to. Oh no, I hate this. I hate having to do this part because I have to sing in Japanese. Shit. I'm sorry to any Japanese viewers. ひふこでで、ましゅばたし世界長かつな乾杯だ。Italian, but you're cut off by your very unfluent Japanese singing. At least the authors are aware, or self-aware, whatever. That needed quite a bit of work if you said so yourself. Let's admit it. Let's face it, you are horrible at speaking Japanese. By your mother in the doorway, arms crossed as her eyes shot a hard, cold glare straight at you. Put it away, she sternly said. You turned off your iPod and placed it in your nightstand drawer. One more time and I'll take it away, she said. Your mother sighed as she closed your door. She just wanted her old, un-Italian brainwashed daughter back, or at least for you to just tone it down. Okay, there's a little break thing, time skip, whatever. Son of a bitch, your good friend's name said as her skittle fell of the floor. Okay. She bent down to pick it up under the lunch table. She picked it up and was about to come up to throw it away when you yelled. I'm not gonna scream super loud because I don't want neighbors complaining. Oh my god, like that one time when the G8 was stranded on an island, France said, son of a bitch, you yelled. Friend's name hit her head on the table because your shouting startled her. She came back up and she threw her skittle at your face in annoyance. Will you shut the hell up with that Hetalia crap, she yelled at you. You dodged the skittle and faced her as she yelled at you. You remembered the name of it. The fact that she remembered the name Hetalia was the only thing that you heard. But really, you were slightly upset that all of your friends were normal and despised anime. I have no normal friends. What are you talking about? The lunch bell rung and the two of you stood up. Friend's name held her head in pain from bumping it on the table because of a certain Hetalia fangirl. Oh no, it's history, she said as you two walked to your lockers and pulled out said history textbook. Oh yay, history. I actually heard in I think there's a different version than the one that I'm reading, like the first version, that it was way worse, but I think this one is more tame. I don't know what the first version was like. I think I read it once a really long time ago, but I don't remember what was in it. History was your favorite subject because of Italia. You got a straight A+ in it. Well, not an exact A+, but you did have an A- in history. Pretty close still. And Italia did help you a lot, but you still read in the textbook due to Italia not teaching everything. You tried to show the class Italia with succession, but the principal banned it from being racist. More like it was just stereotypes. You still made references to it though, and it was showtime. I'm pretty sure my high school wouldn't have given a shit. Then again, they don't give a shit about most things, so Alright now class, today we will learn about your history teacher's name, teacher's name, Pause, for this would be the worst lessons ever. She knew you would have comments related to your favorite anime, Hetalia. Oh boy, okay. The Revolutionary War was hell since you cried and kept muttering about America's shit cleaning and how unfair it was. The Roman Empire was hell too, with you singing songs that you said the one and only Roman Empire wrote. Then World War I, where you kept talking about a tomato fairy, which was really Italy in a crate. Really? Just talking about that stupid joke and during a World War I unit? Like, really? Really, bro? She knew Hetalia had personified countries, but it still annoyed her on how you talked about it. Sure, you actually did pay attention most of the time, and your fangirling was kept to a quiet minimum, but still. World War II. Your teacher finished your sentence. The class sighed. They knew what was coming next from you. Teacher's name, can I share all of my knowledge on the whiteboard? How about no? How about no, I don't consent to this. She nodded as she placed and they used the wrong "and." How is that even possible? Expo marker in your hands as you approached her. Your teacher sighed as she sat down in the extra chair. Oh my god, the way I'm reading this teacher, she just seems done with life. Like, the reader has just brought her to a point where she's just done with life. But she still wanted to know what you already knew about World War II. Alright, class, you started. Who could tell me what World War II was about? You looked around to see the class clown raising his hand. Oh no, don't acknowledge the class clown. Like, that's just common sense. You don't acknowledge the class clown because you know they're gonna say something stupid. Yes, you acknowledged him to say what he knew. The Nazis taking over the world, he said. The class then erupted in laughter. I don't think any high school class would actually erupt in laughter. I think they'd just be like ashamed, disappointed, just, oh my god, why would you say that? Like, I don't know. Maybe there is a high school out there. There's a class that would actually do that. Who the fuck knows? This made you giggle as well, but you were still slightly upset. So you waited until everyone was silent. It is about the Axis powers, which were mainly Germany, Prussia. Wasn't Prussia dissolved because of the Third Reich? I thought I read something about that. Italy, Romano. I mean, Romano's just South Italy. You could have just said Italy. And Japan against the Allied forces, which were mainly America, Canada, England, France, Russia. I mean, Russia at the time was the Soviet Union. But okay, I'll let that slide. And China. You said as you wrote what you said on the board. You even made crappy fan art on what each and every country looked like with many different colors of expo markers that they were. There can't be that many expo markers. How many expo markers does a class really have to have? There are other countries that are a part of World War II, but I can't name them all. What I can name is Iraq, Thailand, Poland, Greece, Hungary, Austria, and Philippines. You turned to the class to see them look bored. Of course, history was boring to them, apparently. Any questions, you asked them as you sat on the teacher's desk? Okay, that would never fly, okay? No teacher would actually allow that. You looked around the class to see none. Alright then, which country do you want to learn about first? The class clown then spoke up again. The Nazis. You walked up to the clown's desk and spoke to him. Okay, when I first read this in my first recording of this, I don't know why I imagined the reader walking up to the clown's desk, but like an actual clown, like freaking Pennywise. I don't know why I thought that was the most funniest. I don't know why I ever thought that was the funniest thing ever. I don't know what I was on when I recorded that. Well, that would mostly be Germany, although most of the Axis wanted to dispose of the Jewish. I have to refrain myself from talking about history because I know it's going to bore the viewers and I don't want my video being like 10 hours long. You explained. The class looked practically asleep. Your teacher, although, was happy to know that you actually did know some things. I'm pretty sure she's just faking a smile because she knows that the reader's kind of dumb. The bell then rung, dubbing the short class over. Everyone rushed out of the class as you faced the teacher. Thanks for letting me teach today, teacher's name, you said before you left the class as well. This was just a regular history class for you. Alright, well, that was chapter 1. And, yeah, that was pretty much it. I'll be back to record chapter 2, and I'll also get to reading the Danish slaughterhouse, even though the chapters are so long. I'll power through it. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye-bye.